1, 2, check, test. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Test 1, 2, check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. One.
Got this one well in hand.
I would hope so. Jua. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, John. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Check. Mic check. Test 1, 2, 3.
Let it reach back to John so he can tell us he hears us. We got plenty of time to do the senior night stuff and still have 20 minutes after that. One, two, John. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Check, check. Is it senior night or senior night?
KACH, my local radio.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency.
Son of Brent and Bridget now. Number 5, Stephen Roberts, son of David and Kayla Roberts. And number 22, Tyler Linhart, son of Eric and Michelle Linhart. We'd also like to recognize our senior team managers, Kennedy Hunt, daughter of Brandon and Minnie Hunt. Brayden Jordan, son of Angela Jordan. And Brian Lack, son of Chris and Jackie Lack. We'd like to thank our coaches, Coach Bailey Beckstead, Kyle Larson, Matt Shumway, and head coach Tyler Jones. I'd also like to thank Josh Blaisdell, our scouting coordinator, and trainer David Allred for all the help in the teams this year. We'd like to recognize our administration, Superintendent Dr. Lance Harrison, Principal Russ Lee, Assistant Principal Ben Zabo, and Athletic Director Brent Knapp. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause.
Well, let's see which Harwell we get tonight.
Yeah. This is my oldest son, Christian, who's sitting here by me. He's going to make it back down here.
I say, if I had somebody follow you, look just like Zach.
Yeah, we used to call Zach Little Christian all the time. Now he's taller than Christian.
You need a roster.
No. Yeah, sure.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we welcome you to Preston Gym for another exciting night of Preston Indians basketball here tonight as the Preston Indians play host to the Century Diamondbacks. Century was able to get a win, or I should say Preston was able to get a win their last time out, breaks a 5-game losing streak. as they're able to come home. And tonight is also senior night, Lyle, as they pay tribute to 5 very capable and well-deserving seniors on the team.
Yeah, they just had that ceremony here a little bit ago, so that was a little bit of a delay in our tip time here. But great to honor those kids and their parents, and it's a family effort to put that much into the program like is demanded of Preston. And so, hats off to those kids and their parents. They've represented the program well, and big night for Preston. Obviously, senior night, last home game of the year, last district regular season game of the year, and just trying to build momentum and trying to send a message to Pokey and Century that, hey, we can play with you guys and beat them.
Yep.
That's the message we want to get tonight.
So the Indians come in 12-6, picking up the win and breaking that 5-game losing streak, as we mentioned. They're 0-3 in conference play. For the Diamondbacks, they come in at 14-3 on the season, and they are 3-0 in conference play, and they'll be the number 1 seed and have the home court advantage throughout the tournament.
Yeah, while we were up there playing Highland, Century beat Pocatello pretty soundly there at the Snake Pit by 15 or 20 points.
Right.
And so Century, will definitely be the number 1 seed. Frankly, I was a little surprised at the margin of that game, but Century beat them both times they played them by about that, so you have to say it wasn't a fluke. So Indians here, we lost by 2 up there. You figure the home court advantage has to help some. I think it'll be a very competitive ball game tonight.
The crowd, people are filing in. It's going to be a full house here tonight as the seats all around us are full. The opposite side of the gym where the student section is, a lot of students here, and the upper section starting to fill up now as well. This ought to be a full, loud, raucous house on a Friday night.
Yeah, all of which, helps the home team, right? And I think Preston certainly could use that little extra oomph of energy. And like I said, you want to build momentum going into that district tournament, which is coming up really pretty quick here.
That first game that these two teams played over at the Snake Pit a couple of weeks ago, Preston was very much into the game all the way down to the end. They had a shot to tie it, but Tyler Linhart's jumper from 16 wouldn't fall.
Yeah, and that game was a slow-down, grinded-out game. It ended up, I think, 44-42, if I remember right. So that was kind of Century's pace. That's where they like to play. I think the Indians would like to speed that up and get this game more of an up-and-down game, maybe in the 60s score-wise.
The thing you have to worry about is how do you stop Isaiah Harwell?
Yeah, and he hurt us some up there. I think he had 18, if I remember right,
yes,
up there in that first game. And it was a quiet 18 in the sense that at no point did he just completely take over the game and dominate it. But obviously that's almost half of their 44 points. So, I think you try to make it tough for him to get the shots he wants, try to force him off his spots, his preferred places to shoot from, and just make it tough on him and try to make the other guys beat you.
Well, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll see what Tyler Linhart has to think about tonight's game. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500, 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Tyler Jones, our guest, before we sit down here on senior night against the Century Diamondbacks. It's kind of a weird situation. Don't know which one is more important here tonight, senior night or the game here against Century.
No, always, senior night's a special night. You want to, have a good night for our seniors. We have 5 great seniors who've, been a part of the program all 4 years and have done a great job here for our program, and want to give them a good night. Want to give them a big win also against Century. So right now, a great win the other night. Highland, we held on and got back on the right track, but we need to continue that momentum. So senior night's important, but also our momentum and going forward as we go down the stretch here.
We talked about the other night that being able to win off. You're playing some teams that have records a little bit closer to yours here in the last few games after you get past this game. But this is that game that you can't look past. This is a conference game. Yeah,
conference game, and you're going against the top seed. They'll be the number 1 seed in the district tournament, and we want to put in their head, a little doubt that, hey, we don't want to have to go against Preston. I thought up there our first time in the snake pit, we went toe-to-toe with them, went down to the last shot, and did some good things up there. And now we got them on our court, and we love to be at home, and we need to come out and give a great effort tonight and come out and fight and battle.
Harwell has not really been a big factor in the game against us or a game the other night against Pocatello, but he's one of those guys who can turn it on and off like a light switch sometimes. What do you have to do to control him tonight?
Yeah, just not give him the easy ones, not let him get in that rhythm. The great players, they get 1 or 2 to fall, and then they, that basket gets so big for him, and we've got to limit his opportunities. I thought we did a pretty good job the first time against him. But again, just got to stay close to him, make it tough, make other guys beat us. And the other night against Pocatello, their old guys stepped up and had 3 or 4 guys in double digits. So we got to make them hit shots tonight, and we got to just be solid defensively and rebound huge tonight.
What did we do against them offensively that made us into the game right down to the final seconds?
Their strength is they're one of the best defensive teams in the state, and it's because they're so physical. Up there, late in the game, we started getting some transition baskets. And when you go against his length and they're tough and they're physical, we've got to get out and run and try to get some easy baskets. If you can get 10, 12 points in transition, it's huge. So I think that'll be key tonight, get some of our shooters open in transition, beat them down the court, and then we just got to be physical. We got to match their physicalness and toughness, and if we do that, then we'll have a shot tonight.
Yeah, that sounds good, but in reality, a little bit difficult with the size of Harwell and with Flashman playing underneath.
Yeah, no, they're big and athletic, and it's a lot easier said than done. But if we can defend, rebound, that's going to keep us in it. And then we got to hit some shots, and we got to play our style, get out and run. I feel like we match up pretty well with them, and this will be a good test tonight to see if we are one of those teams can compete with the top teams, or if we still have a lot of work to go.
Yes, you kind of hit the answer right on the head. We have to be able to hit the outside shots.
Yeah, we have to. Most teams, they're going to try to take away the inside. They're going to get rough down low, and in order to open that up, you've got to hit some shots on the perimeter, and we need Cam and Drew and Steve and Will to hit a few shots tonight, and that'll be a big boost for us.
Hopefully they'll get that done. Hopefully we'll get it done and come away with a W here on a very important game. Thanks for the time as always.
All right, thank you.
That's Tyler Jones with us here on the pregame show. Take a time out. Back with more right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your...
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Back here at Preston Gym, Dan Hubbard and Lyle Fuller. John Beverly back in the studio tonight. Lyle, we have a minute to talk here. Before we have to go to break, give me a couple of keys for tonight's game for the Indians.
Yeah, I think a couple of keys, Dan, for me are pace and poise. Can we push the ball in transition? Can we get that pace sped up a little bit? In the first matchup, they had Harwell at the point of that kind of a soft 1-2-2 three-quarter court press, and it really slowed us down and got us into our offense slowly. I'd like to see us push a little bit. We have to maintain our poise. Then I think, Dan, we'd be well served to attack the basket a little more off the dribble, even if need be. Try to get their guys in foul trouble a little bit. Try to get some trips to the free throw line. I'd like to see maybe a little more dribble penetration tonight.
Might be a good idea if they can kind of attack Harwell and see if they can get him off in foul trouble.
Yeah, for sure. And he's obviously the key to most of what they do on offense and defense. And, I think our guards maybe have a little quickness advantage, maybe can drive in and take advantage of that.
Well, we invite you to stay tuned. Exciting Preston Indian basketball against the Century Diamondbacks is coming up next.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indian basketball. The Indians take the floor as they look for another trip to the state playoffs. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have the parts that you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They will fix the car that the other mechanics will refuse to touch. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Well, welcome back here to Preston Gym. It's just about game time as the Preston Indians will take on the Century Diamondbacks. As getting ready to meet the starters for tonight's game. First for the Diamondbacks, the fabulous freshman Isaiah Harwell, wearer number 1. He's 6'5" and is a heck of a player. Second is Blackhawk.
Blackhawk.
Elias Blackhawk, I believe, the sophomore. Then Jordan Lee, a 5'11" senior. Bruin Fleischman, who's headed off to play football at Air Force. He's a 6'4" senior. And then Luke Pantea, who is a 6'1" junior, on the start tonight for the Diamondbacks as well, as the lights go out here at Preston Gym. And time to meet the starters as Coach Jones kind of bucks tradition. Usually on senior night, you start the seniors. Well, not tonight. Yep. He starts his regular 5, as it'll be Rhett Larson, 6' senior. Cam Hobbs, a 6' junior, getting a start. Brecker Knapp, a 6'4" senior. Needed more performance out of him. He had 2 points but 10 rebounds the other night at Highland. Steve Roberts set a new season high in the win over Highland at 17 points. He's a 6'3" senior. Well, I guess they did start the seniors, as Tyler Linhart will get a start tonight.
Well, they've got, they announced them all. I don't think they're going to start all 7, though.
They're going through and they're introducing the seniors as well.
Yeah.
So Drew Jones will also get a start. He is a 6' sophomore here tonight. So kind of confusing with the PA announcer going through all of his different different announcements here tonight. So it's a very big game tonight for the Indians. It's not only just a conference game. Yeah, they're 0-3 in conference so far, but this is going to be a little bit of a mood setter for things to come. If you can play with Century, you can play.
Yeah, absolutely. Century, ranked in the top 5 in the state, deservedly so. 3-0 in district, and I expect Preston to come out and really play hard tonight. Hopefully that doesn't translate into turnovers and things that come from maybe playing too hard or a little bit tight. But yeah, come out, play hard, give it your best shot, and I think we have a good shot to win this one.
Got to wait here for a second. One of the officials goes running back to the locker room area. He forgot his whistle.
I was going to say, forgot the whistle. Here we go.
So here we go. Tonight's game brought to you, the opening tip brought to you by Motor Jungle, 597 State Street in Preston, as Harwell wins the opening tap. So here we go. Preston dressed in white, Pocatello in their black and purple road uniforms. As it comes over here on the near side to Pantea, swing it over in the corner to Lee, holds it there, gets it down low on the block to Fleischman, back outside, Harwell, 15-footer good.
Preston comes out in a zone. They find a hole in the zone right at the free throw line for Harwell there.
So here's Preston getting picked up in the backcourt. Roberts gets it across the timeline, swing it back over to Hobbs. Hobbs, the free throw line extended right. Now he'll bring it back up top as he works against Blackhawk. Down to a Knapp at the left elbow, back to Hobbs. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it, tries to get it down low, and it's a bad entry pass out of Brecker Knapp's reach. They're going to say nobody else touched it, so it's going to stay. It's going to go over to Century.
Yeah, I thought Century may have touched it, yeah. Rhett Larson set a high screen, and Knapp rolled to the hoop, just couldn't find him on the pass there.
So Preston will show the press for them. I know that this caused a lot of problems for Century in the first meeting.
Yep.
As it comes out top, Lee. Good outside shooter, doesn't take it. Gives it to Blackhawk on the angle right. Now back out top to Lee again. He'll hold it there. Gives it to Harwell on the angle left. Down in the corner. Harwell cuts through. Lee comes over to fill that hole. Now they get it back out top to Blackhawk again. Back to Harwell. Wants to drive. Fall away from 12 is too long. As that comes up to Hobbs, able to pick it up. Races into the front court as it tries to draw a foul from Harwell. No call from the officials. Jones back to Roberts. Roberts wants to drive over Harwell. Off the glass and in.
Nicely done. Boy, really helps if we get good production from Stephen like we did against Highland.
So here's Blackhawk in a 2-2 tie. Gets it back up into the front court as Fleischman wants to drive and a whistle.
Yeah, too bad because he was looking to pass all the way. And
so the first whistle of the game is going to go against Rhett Larson. That's his first, team's first.
On the ground, though. So
it's on the ground, so it'll be Century's ball underneath the basket. As Lee will bring it in from there. Holding, lobs it in as it comes to Harwell. He'll back the ball back out, swing it over in the corner to Pantea. Now back to Fleischman. Fleischman back out to Harwell. He'll shoot for three. It's going to be off again. In fact, that just barely hit the backboard. As here comes Knapp into the front court. Brecker holds it there, gets it back outside to Jones. Jones drives baseline. Weird, awkward shot, no good. Larson's got the rebound, goes back up and in. Good, strong move by Larson to get it up over a couple of Century players.
Yeah, great job. Kept the ball high and went up strong with the follow.
Had 6 points in the first meeting against Century and gives Preston their first lead of the night at 4-2.
10-second call.
And a 10-second call against the Diamondbacks. They didn't get across the front court.
So good turnover pressure caused there by Preston with their full court press.
So 4-2, Preston has a lead here. 5:27 to play here in the first quarter as they get it into Hobbs with the 2.5 minutes gone. Cam up into the front court. Looks down the left side of the lane. He'll stop and pop, and that's no good as the long rebound comes off. Gotten there by Century. Here comes Pantea up into the front court. It goes down in the corner, and Larson's going to get whistled for another foul as...
Yeah, Rhett just runs right over to the bench. He knows he's coming out.
So from the corner, I think that was Pantea, went baseline, and Rhett just lost a step immediately and just kind of reached out and grabbed him.
Yeah, he was a little late on the rotation and then just couldn't quite stop the drive, picked up the foul.
So Linhart comes in as the ball comes into Harwell down on the block, shoots over Knapp.
Shot.
Fallaway's jumper is good. Wow, what a shot. You know, I thought in that first game that they kind of kept the leash on Harwell a little bit as long as they had a lead. We didn't get a full dose of him.
Right.
As it comes to Roberts, inside, down low. It's Linhart for the easy layup. Preston jumps back out in front.
Nice feed from Roberts, senior to senior on senior night.
Lee tries to go around the corner, gets cut off by Roberts. High arching shot is good. Jordan Lee able to put that in.
Yeah, Lee's a good athlete, good height on his jumper, but that was still a difficult shot, a turnaround fadeaway jumper.
Comes to Jones in the paint, 14-footer, no good. Knapp with the rebound, and he traveled.
Got pushed a little bit too, but yeah.
Brecker trying to tell the officials, I dribbled, I didn't travel. Yeah, but the officials not buying it. So a 6-6 tie, 4:21 to play here in the first quarter. As Pantea gets it up to the timeline, gives it to Harwell. Now to Fleischman, drives the baseline. Strong shot by Fleischman's no good. Lee with the rebound goes back up. That's no good. Linhart's got that and gives it to Roberts, who will stumble, able to keep his balance and more importantly keep the ball. Up in the front court it comes to Jones. Jones will give it up to Hobbs. They'll set up the offense as we go under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number one. Knapp, top of the key, holds it there. Looking for somebody to give it to. They'll give it to Roberts.
Coach Jones calling the play from the bench here, trying to set something up.
Playing a very aggressive zone defense, and the fact they'll keep changing out of it as Harwell keeps following Jones, and he'll switch off and go to Roberts from time to time as well. Bad pass inside, picked up here by the Diamondbacks. Fleischman drives, charging.
Yeah. That's a tight end colliding with a cornerback there.
Yep.
Jones go flying back 2 feet.
That's not till next year when you go play football at Air Force, Bruin. So it stays a 6-6 tie. First foul against Fleischman. First on the Diamondbacks as a team. As Zach Gillespie into the game for the Diamondbacks here. As Lenhart stops, 14-footer. That's about the same shot that he had the other night to try to tie the game and missed that one too. Fleischman again wants to drive. Runs over another man. They don't call that one, but bring it back on the floor. It's intercepted by Jones. Fleischman lowered his shoulder and completely leveled the defensive man and no call. In the corner, it goes to Hobbs off the side of the board. As Fleischman now goes down trying to get to the rebound. Hobbs drives. That's no good. Tapped once. Fleischman, or I should say Harwell, almost tipped it in the basket.
Yeah, they could have called 2 more fouls on Fleischman during that sequence.
I don't know what they're looking for. When you lower your shoulder and run somebody over, that's pretty obvious. As it comes to Fleischman, to Harwell, back outside. Gillespie from straightaway 3 is good. Zach Gillespie hits the 3, and Century has a 3-point lead at 9-6 with 2:15 to play here in the first. Hobbs holds, gives it down in the corner. It goes to Roberts. Roberts gets it back out of the corner, back down low, and Knapp got good position. Nothing Harwell could do other than stand there and watch him put it in.
Yeah, Harwell got caught on the switch out by the 3-point line. Good job to find the mismatch by Preston.
9-8. Preston trails by a point. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Harwell gets it up into the front court. Gets it back. Over to Fleischman in the left corner. 3-pointer from there is no good. Rebound down low. It's Harding. He missed it. Fleischman runs Harding over, and then we got a battle for the basketball, and it's a held ball to go back to the Indians with 1:42 to play.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that Century just wants to come out and try to set a very physical tone here early.
Yeah, and that's the way they play all the time. But, yeah, they've sure shown it here tonight in the first 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the game.
They know they're outnumbered on opponent's turf, and they're really trying to be physical.
Yeah, send a message, yeah.
Hobbs in the left corner. Comes around the screen set by Knapp. Gets inside, lost it. Hamlin into the game, able to get it back outside to Hobbs for 3. That's no good. Lee had it, lost the rebound, goes to Knapp, then Lee blocks it from behind. Back outside as it comes to Lenhart, who puts it in.
Lenhart hanging around, gets an easy shot he'll have all night. Good job by Knapp to find him.
10-8 Preston, our 4th lead change here in the fourth quarter as the pass up the floor is intercepted by Hobbs with a minute to play. Down low, Knapp, lay it in. Preston, good defense, pushes the ball, and they have a 3-point lead. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter. As it comes back to Blackhawk. He'll give it back to Gillespie.
Travel.
And, they got a timeout first called by the Diamondback bench. 43 seconds to play in the quarter. We'll take a timeout. We're back right after this.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Motor Jungle. Remember, they'll work on all types of vehicles, even the one that you drive, so stop by and see them at 597 North State Street in Preston. 43 seconds to play in the quarter. Preston leads by 3.
Well, Lords and Hamlin in. Now Lords at the point of that pressure.
Comes to the lead, drives the baseline, gets cut
job,
off.
Drecker.
Knapp reaches in, ties him up, but it's going to stay with Century. 33 seconds left on the clock.
Good alert play there by Knapp.
So down low, it looks like it will be Nash Harding to bring it in from underneath the basket. As they lob it in as it comes to Harwell. From the right elbow, jumper is good. Harwell's got 6.
Yeah, that was well defended. Just a tough shot.
Had a season high this year, 34 in the first meeting they had against Pocatello. In the game, Pocatello only had 34 as a team that night. As Hobbs driving, a whistle away from the ball, and a foul going to go against against Century, and it's going to go against Jordan Lee. That'll be his first, and the team's second. So Preston has the ball underneath their own basket with 15 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah, of course, you want to just try to get the last shot of the quarter here.
Hobbs gets it into Knapp. Get it back outside. It's Lords to Hamlin in the left corner. Doesn't take that shot. Back to Lords. Get it back to Hobbs. Hobbs wants to drive. He's fouled going up. He's going to go to the basket to shoot two, and I think this is going against Lee again.
Yep.
Yes, it is. That'll be 2 on Jordan. 3rd on Century.
We've talked about in previous broadcasts, Hobbs has a real knack for drawing fouls on the other team's guys when he drives in there. I like to see that drive and that aggressiveness.
Hobbs, who had 2 points in the first meeting of the year against Century, had 9 the other night against the Highland Rams, but more importantly, he dished out 5 assists, as the first one here is no good.
Yeah, first free throw attempted by the Indians here in the game.
Pantea back into the game, as Jordan Lee with his 2 fouls will go to the bench. And now Hobbs will try the second free throw, and that one's good. So Hobbs has his first point of the game. And here's Pantea, hustles the ball into the front court, get it to Fleischman, back to Harwell, a 3 at the buzzer, no good, wow. He normally just drains that, nothing but net. So he misses, so Preston's going to go off with a 2-point lead. As we're done with 1, Preston leads 13-10, second quarter coming up next.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 Spray-On Lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All Wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, the idea for Jones is win every quarter. They come out and the Indians win the first quarter by 2 points and have a 13-11 lead as we go to the second.
Yeah, really nice first quarter. Forced Harwell to take some tough shots. He made his tougher shots and missed his easier shots, strangely enough. But, we'll take a 13-11 lead after 1.
And Harwell had 6 of those 11 points. So here's the ball back to the Indians to start quarter number 2. Jones comes around the screen, kicks it back outside. Hamlin for 3. Just off. Long rebound tapped by Lords, controlled by Hamlin. 15-foot jumper is no good. Hamlin's got the rebound again. Kick it back outside. They get it to Jones to set up the offense. Well, they took a couple of long shots, try to get a 3 to start the quarter, but neither of those would fall. So it comes back outside to Jones. Drew gives it back to Hamlin. Hamlin shoots over Harwell, no good. As the long rebound again off to Knapp, they get it back to Jones. They got bodies flying all over the court as Nash was on the floor underneath the basket.
Nash and Linhart getting into it. Now Nash just bodies up
back to Jones. As they come out, they're really trying to get physical again with the guys outside. Comes to Lords. His shot is no good. Still a loose ball as they dive on it. Picked up there by Harding. And finally, Century able to control the ball after a minute-long possession by the Indians. Here's Harding. Doesn't take the 3. Kick it back outside. It comes to Pantea. Pantea. Now he comes back to Harding for 3. That's no good as Knapp has the rebound inside. Jones back up into the front court. Neither team has scored yet in quarter number 2 as the long three-pointer by Lords is no good. Hamlin chases it down in the corner and then a whistle. And what they called something against.
Called a foul?
No, I think maybe they said he stepped out of bounds.
Maybe just out of bounds, okay. Yeah, a lot of pushing and shoving going on. The refs have got to get control of this one.
Hobbs and Roberts back into the game. Well, that starts by calling the fouls on the big guys when they commit them.
Yep.
So here's backcourt pressure by the Indians. Pantea gets it up into the front court as it comes to Harwell. Back to Harding, back to Pantea. Doesn't take the three. Bounce it down low to Harwell for the jam.
Isaiah Harwell.
So Harwell gets a dunk, ties the game at 13. And Hobbs holds it outside. 6:10 to play here in quarter number 2. Hobbs goes to the corner. Harwell follows him there. Down low it comes to Knapp. They triple team him inside. Brecker finally gets loose away from Fleischman and draws the foul.
Yeah, good patience and footwork there. Brecker waited for the double team to clear off him, and then he made that good drop step.
I'm really surprised that Harwell left and left what was a triple team and really had Brecker stymied.
Right.
As the first shot by Knapp is good. Richard Bull into the game, the 6'2 junior for the Diamondbacks. As Knapp will go back to the free throw line. His second free throw, that also is good. Brecker's got 6 here in the first half. And the second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. Harwell wants to drive. Almost traveled, but gets the layup instead.
Yeah. A lot of calls from the crowd for traveling.
So back to a 15-all tie. As Roberts has in the corner, down on the block, and a reach-in foul on Pantea on the pass down low. So Pantea will draw his first foul, and that'll be 5 here on the Diamondbacks as a team. 5:36 to play here in the first quarter. As Preston's done well to draw the fouls from Century so far here in the first half. Jones, a fall-away three is good.
Well, you're not kidding. He was literally falling backwards out of bounds along the baseline as he shot that one.
So Preston back out to a 3-point lead. Pantea back to Blackhawk as he holds at the top of the key. Looks for Harwell. Instead, he'll go to Bull. Bull pops into, or I should say Harwell pops into the left corner, but they bring it back out top. Now they get it back over in the right corner. Here comes the Bull there. As Bull will get back out to Blackhawk, almost threw it over his head and into the back court. Harding at the free throw line, drives and charge as Linhart draws the charge on Harding.
He and Linhart have been battling in the low post. Linhart picks up the charge against Harding. Good job.
That's going to be 6 team fouls. I believe they had 5.
They haven't put it on the board yet.
Haven't changed the board yet?
Yep. They had 5 before, yep.
So here's Jones up into the front court for the Indians with a 3-point lead. Give it to Knapp. Knapp waits for Hobbs to come running by. Now hands it to Jones instead. Drew stops just outside the arc as they go to a tough man-to-man here now. Does Century.
Yeah, they've got Harwell guarding Knapp on the post.
Jones into the right corner. Roberts holds it over his head there as Harwell kind of switches out to go guard the ball as it comes to Knapp down low, put it up and in. This is about the most aggressive Knapp's played since he was on JV.
Yeah, Knapp, a great start here, playing really well.
5-point lead for the Indians as Harwell down on the right block gets bumped from behind, throws it away, knocked down by the Indians. Here comes Roberts. Back to Jones in the corner again for another 3. No. Tapped as it comes to Linhart. Shoots over. Harwell won't go down. Tapped once, twice. Indians get it back. Roberts puts it in. Timeout Century. 22-15. A 7-0 run by the Indians. They lead with 3:56 to play here in the quarter. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
KACH.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Ralph's Construction, as they've been building homes for years now in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston, and they're breaking ground on Phase 3. So now's the time to contact them about a lot or design options for a home to be built for you. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. So a 7-0 run for the Indians gives them a 22-15 lead with 3:56 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, Preston comes out in that kind of three-quarter court press. Brecker Knapp at the point.
So they get it to Blackhawk, who tries to bring it up the floor. As he gets near the timeline, they kind of collapse on him, gives it over to Pantea. Pantea up into the front court, tries to force it down low to Fleischman, and it's intercepted by Roberts, but he tumbles out of bounds with the ball.
Yeah, too bad he had the steal. He just lost his footing there.
Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Blackhawk looks at a three and hits it.
Yeah, Blackhawk stepped into that shot really confidently. That's a good-looking shot.
22-18, 4-point lead for the Indians. 3.5 to play here in the first half. Hobbs from the left corner. He looks at a three. That's no good. Rebounds off to Fleischman. Bruin on the run. Gets it up the court to Lee. Jordan able to make the catch. Get it down low to Fleischman. Running the floor. Missed the layup. Here comes Roberts. As
a lot of contact.
Harwell reaches in. Has knocked the ball loose, but Preston gets it back. And Linhart with the easy layup. It's becoming a track meet now.
Yeah, those are those transition buckets.
As Fleischman had it go
through
through his hands,
elbow too.
and then throws it right to Knapp as it comes back to Jones. Drew up into the front court, wants to drive, runs into a man, gives it back to Linhart in the three-point area. Back to Jones, his three, good again. With a pair of threes, Preston opens the lead up to 9 at 27-18. 2:35 to play in the first half. Pantea back to Harwell. Runs over a man. Leaf was throwing his body all over the place. And finally, Roberts jumps and comes down on the back of a Century player. And he'll go to the free throw line, as that was Luke Pantea.
Yeah, Roberts going up to block that shot. Pantea just right underneath him.
At some point, you have to start giving that physicality back.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing that. Preston responding well.
As the first shot by Pantea is good. That's his first point in the game. Nash Harding will come back in, as Bruin Fleischman will go back to the bench. Steven got up in the air and tried to miss him coming down, but at some point you might just want to just land on him with all of your weight.
Yeah, fortunate no injuries there on that play. That could be a dangerous one.
27-20, Preston leads. 2:20 to play in the first half. Hobbs back outside to Jones. Comes back to Roberts on the left, on the angle left. Can't get the pass off, so he'll bring it back out top to Jones again as Blackhawk comes out to pressure. To Roberts, now back to Jones in the left corner. Looks inside as the bad pass intercepted by Harwell. Isaiah knew that was coming. Races down the floor, goes behind the back. The layup is no good. Hobbs has the rebound. Pantea reaches out and tries to grab him, but gets away with no foul as it comes back to Hobbs again.
Yeah, Harwell tried to get a little fancy on that and put on a show, missed the layup.
Yeah, Harwell knew that pass was coming down here.
Yeah, good answer.
Just like that one.
Now this will be a dunk.
Look out, here he comes, and another jam.
About a technical for hanging on the rim.
As he fell, and now he's getting up very slowly at the other end. He hung on the rim and came down awkwardly to foul down here at the other end of the floor. Harwell is struggling to get up the floor as...
Yeah, there was nobody underneath him when he dunked it. He didn't need to hang on the rim, but by hanging on the rim, then somebody came underneath him.
As now they had 5 before, they had 6. Now they put it back to 5. Which one is it?
Should be 7 now.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Should be 7. That's what the coaching staff said.
They had 6 a moment ago. Now they put it back to 5. So 27-22, Preston with a 5-point lead, and Harwell just kind of taking a second to gather himself after going down awkwardly.
Yeah, he was pleading his case to referee Gary Carlson down there during the break in the action.
Yeah, there was nobody there. You fell because you hung on the rim.
Yeah, I don't think he has a beef on that one.
Not at all. So here's Roberts at the free throw line. Stevens first is no good as Harwell has the rebound, and they finally decide it is indeed 17 fouls now on Century. 1:20 to play. Preston leads by 5. Blackhawk back outside to Pantea. Pantea holds, comes back on the right side, back to Blackhawk, another 3. That's no good. Harwell tries to jump up high to get the rebound, no good. Goes to the Indians. Get it to Linhart, who races down the floor and lays it in.
Very athletic play by Linhart. That was impressive.
7-point lead for the Indians. Less than a minute to play here in the first half. Gillespie back into the game, gives it to Harwell. That's no good. Tapped out, it's picked up again by the Indians. 5 on 3. They kick it to Roberts for a 3. No good. Hobbs has the rebound, waits for Harwell to fly by. Missed the layup. And Harwell has the rebound with 35 seconds left in the half. Up into the front court again, it comes to Pantea. Back to Blackhawk, now back to Gillespie. See if they try to hold for the last shot. Comes to Harding, down low on the block. He'll put it up and in. Wanted to come out, but it fell in the basket. 29-24, 15 seconds left in the half. As Preston now will work for the last shot as Hobbs takes his time to get up the floor. They got to yell at him to get up in the front court. Hobbs now wants to drive all the way. Missed the layup. Knapp puts it back up. That's no good. And the clock's going to run out before they can get another shot off. So the Indians miss a couple of layups at the buzzer, but they're still going to be leading by 5 as we go to the halftime break. 29-24. Stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report coming up right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
KACH.
Welcome back. We are at halftime, and this is the Ralph's Construction halftime report as a good half by the Indians as they lead 29-24 here at the break.
Yeah, great job putting up 29 after only scoring 42 total at Century for the
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back at halftime. Preston leading 29-24. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half. First half stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Remember, they have many options to serve you from home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. It's Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston. Call them at 852-0810. For the Diamondbacks in the first half, Zach Gillespie had 3 points. Isaiah Harwell finished the first half with a dozen. Elias Blackhawk had 3. Jordan Lee had 2. Nash Harding also had 2, and Luke Pantea had 2. They were 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and they made 3 threes in the first half.
Yeah, Dan, for the Indians, team-wise, the Indians go 10 out of 21 on 2-point field goals, only 2 for 9 on threes, and both of those were hit by Drew Jones. 3 for 5 on free throws. Individual scoring, Cam Hobbs with 1 point in that first half. Tough go from the field for Cam in that first half. Drew Jones has 6 points on a couple of three-pointers. Stephen Roberts has 4. Brecker Knapp with 8. And Rhett Larson had 2 quick points, then 2 quick fouls, and went out of the game. He'll be back in the third quarter. Tyler Lindhart came in relief and played really well. 8 points for Tyler in that first half. Cade Lords and Will Hamlin both played but did not score. They both got 2 shots up that did not fall. So Indians, again, leading 29-24 at half. 29 points and a half, a good showing against this physical, tough Century defense.
So Harwell took some good shots, but then took maybe also a couple of questionable shots in the first half as well.
Yeah, it was odd. He hit some really tough fadeaway 15-footers, then he completely airballed other relatively open shots. He did get a couple dunks in that first half that gets his teammates and his Century supporters who came tonight going, but I don't think those really bothered Preston from a momentum standpoint. They just grabbed the ball out of the net and went the other way. So he'll get a few. That's okay.
Preston has a 5-point lead. We'll take a break. Third quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Well, here we go. We start the third quarter as Century has the ball. Both teams with their starting fives out on the floor to start quarter number 3. Pantea out top, swings it in the left corner as it goes to Blackhawk. Blackhawk, cross-court pass, try to get it back to Pantea. Nice job by Pantea just to catch it. Back to Fleischman, his little hook shot off the rim, no good. And Knapp has the rebound for the Indians. Brecker will push back up into the front court. He gives it to Hobbs. Brecker with a very good first half here tonight as they get it back outside as it comes back to Roberts. In fact, Brecker leads the Indians in scoring so far tonight with 8 points.
Yeah, I have him with 6 rebounds already, too.
As Roberts on the angle left wants to drive. Tries to put it up short. I'm not sure if he was fouled or not, but here come the Diamondbacks again the other way. Blackhawk all the way. His shot is a little runner that's an air ball, and Hobbs pulls the deck out of the air. 1 minute gone here in the third. Jones for 3. Good again.
Good down screen by Brecker. He screened Harwell off from closing out on Jones. Left him wide open.
As that'll be kicked by Hobbs. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Century over on the far sideline. Preston up 32-24. That's not their biggest lead. They actually had a 9-point lead at one point during the second quarter. Pantea on the angle right. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it, gives it to Blackhawk down in the corner. Bad pass goes over Lee's head, and Knapp able to pick it up. Here come the Indians again back the other way. Jones, a 3 from the corner. That one's flat and short. As Roberts hustles for it, Jones gets it back. Jumper from 14, no. Harwell finally has to sky to grab the rebound. He takes it up into the front court. Pantea on the angle right now will bring it back out top as Harwell will kind of meld back into the offense as they give it back to Blackhawk. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Blackhawk gets it back now down in the right corner. Give it back out top to Pantea. Now back to Blackhawk. They can't get a shot. They get it down low as it's through the arms of Lee, and another turnover against Century. That wasn't a bad pass. Lee just missed it as it comes back to Jones. Jones comes back across the top of the key. Fleischman pops way out on him. Now you got the 2 biggest guys in the gym all the way outside trying to guard the little guards.
Yeah, see if we can get something inside. Got to be a mismatch.
Roberts has it in the left corner. As give it to Larson, kick it back outside. Now Hobbs wants to drive down the paint, go up over Lee, no good. Spun in and then popped out, and Harwell has the rebound.
Yeah, too bad, right at the rim.
All Lee could do was stand there and stick his hands in the air with his 2 fouls. Blackhawk has a 3 from the left side, no good. Rebound is off as Pantea has it, but someone hooked him in the arm as he tried to go back up.
I think they'll get Hobbs here.
It will be Hobbs. It'll be his first. First foul of the second half. Goes against the Indians. Nash Harding comes back in. Jordan Lee goes to the bench. Rhett Larson also goes to the bench as Tyler Linhart, who had a great first half with 8 points, comes back in here for the Indians.
Yeah, Tyler was really effective in that first half.
Harwell tried to save it, threw it off of the ankles of Brecker Knapp, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Knapp did a good job of getting his hand in the passing lane there.
Preston with the only points in quarter number 3 so far. As they get it into Fleischman. Bounce it down low to Harding on the block. Can't do anything with it, so he gives it back to Fleischman. Little layup, no good. Also, Gillespie back into the game. It goes to Harwell. That's no good, as Harwell was fouled going up. As the foul is going to go against Knapp. Brecker, just his first foul, but second on the team here in the half. And now here is Isaiah Harwell at the free throw line. Harwell's quite the story. He met with the folks from Texas Tech on Sunday night and received a scholarship offer. Already has a offer from Idaho State. And he's also in conversation still with Gonzaga and UCLA both, as he makes both free throws.
Yeah, very impressive for a freshman to pick up that Big 12 offer from Texas Tech. There's Roberts.
Roberts for a 3. That's no good. Knapp able to control it, get it back on the floor to Jones. Jones tries to force it down low. That's off of Harwell and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Roberts had a good look at that 3, just couldn't quite get it to fall.
So we're almost halfway through the quarter, and Preston leads in scoring here in the third quarter 3-2. That's it.
This has been a low-scoring quarter here so far.
Roberts goes behind the back, gets away from Fleischman, and then Fleischman called for the reach-in foul.
Yeah. Fleischman all over him, all over the perimeter.
That's 3 on Fleischman. He's going to have to come out. And Jordan Lee comes back in, but Lee's got 2 as he comes back on the floor. So Preston has the ball underneath their own hoop. Get it down low. Knapp goes up. Harwell somehow doesn't commit the foul, but Knapp makes the layup. He's got 10, and Preston's lead is back out to 8 again.
Yeah, Knapp with a great little up fake, lifted Harwell off his feet, and then laid it up over him.
Pantea bounce it into Nash at the left elbow. Back outside Pantea. He wants to drive. Give it back to Nash. Nash fumbled it. Tries to save it on the floor as it comes back to Lee. Lee back to the basket. Shoots over his man. That's no good. As it's off, here comes Jones all the way. Lay it off. It comes back to Roberts. No good. As a foul against the Indians.
Yeah, good unselfish play, but I thought Drew should have just laid that up. I know Harwell was coming to block it, but I think he created a little tougher shot for Roberts than what Drew had originally there.
Should have just gone for the layup, and if nothing more, draw at least a foul on Harwell. Gillespie has it in the backcourt. Comes back to Pantea. 3:50 to play here in the third quarter. 34-26, Preston up by 8. As Pantea holds it. And now the Preston fans starting to get back into the game a little bit. Harwell has it at the left elbow. Outside, swing it over to Pantea for a 3. Too long. Rebounds off to Harwell down low. Goes up and a foul on Hobbs. But a nice job by Hobbs at least to nullify the easy bucket.
Yeah, that would have been a layup without the foul. So
Cam draws the foul, his second. That's 4 on the Indians here. Just over halfway done with quarter number 3 as Harwell goes to the free throw line. He made his first and only 2 of the night. That one's too long.
Yeah, opposite of the first half, Dan. In the first half, the Indians were the ones drawing the fouls. This time it's Century. 4-1 discrepancy so far.
Are you surprised by that?
A little bit, because I think the Indians have been pretty aggressive, but they need to keep driving to the hoop, though.
Harwell's second free throw rattles in. He's got 15 in the game. And it's 34-27.
Hamblin in the game now.
Hamlin comes back into the game. Had some good shots in the first half. Linhart holds it out top. Comes back to Hobbs. Hobbs comes around the screen. They switch defensively. Cam still holds it. Tries to force it inside to Linhart. He's got a little one on him in Gillespie. Turnaround jumper is no good.
Oh, what a rebound by Knapp.
Able to tap it and then able to go get it. Hustle play by Brecker to get back to the rebound. 3 minutes to play in the third. 34-27. Hobbs driving all the way. Stops, gets Gillespie in the air, draws the contact, but it's no shot. The foul on the floor. As Gillespie draws the foul, it's his first and second on the team. Blackhawk will come back in as they'll get Jordan Lee back out of the game with his 2 fouls.
Yeah, good recognition there by Cam. He knew he could drive it on either of those guys guarding him.
So the only big player on the floor is Harwell. As the shot there by Jones, and fall away jumper is no good. Harwell has the rebound.
Seems like we've missed a lot of close-in shots tonight.
Harding from the corner. Three-pointer's no good. Linhart has the rebound. Here come the Indians 3-on-2. Give it to Hamlin. Give it back to Hobbs. Back to Hamlin. One bounce dribble. Still can't get a shot. And they'll give it back out top to Hobbs again as Harwell comes way outside. A little punch from behind. And then a foul down low.
Another foul drawn by Hobbs.
Foul will be on Luke Pantea. That's his second.
Yeah, he and Harwell were both there.
When Harwell reaches around from behind and makes a punching motion and hits him in the arms, why isn't that a foul?
Yeah, yep.
Kate Lords will come back onto the floor as Tyler Linhart will leave. They did this a lot in the fourth quarter the other night at Highland, where they had Larson and Linhart on the bench, and Lords played the 5 spot.
Yeah, Lords a versatile player.
So it stays 35-27 as Preston misses both free throws.
Or he got the first.
Oh, I'm sorry, he got the first. As down low, Pantea lays it off to Harding. Put it up. No good. Nice defensive play by Lords to deflect the ball. Gets it off to Hobbs back up in the front court. As they go back to a man-to-man. As Harwell has Knapp. Back out top, it comes to Jones. Way out top. Gillespie giving him room to operate. Down to 1:45 to play in the third. Jones, another three from deep. That's no good. Long rebound is off. Pantea has it. He'll turn and bring it up the floor. Gets up into the front court. Bouncing on the left side as it comes to Harding. Holds it up there. He'll give it to Harwell as they switch positions. Now swing it over to Gillespie. Back down low. Harding on the right block. Put it up and in.
That time Harding was able to use his bulk, his muscle, to get up over Lords.
That's 5 team fouls on the Indians. Count the basket and the fouls on Lords. Cade's first foul, but Linhart's going to come back in. And
it's like going to
come in for Hobbs. As
Knapp will take a seat as well. Okay. Oh no! Well, he's just getting a drink.
He's coming over to get a drink. I was going to say that only uses the 4 players on the floor. So here's Harding to try to complete the 3-point play and cut the lead down to 5. His free throw rolls in. See, he has 5 in the game, and it's 35-30. 1:20 to play here in the third. As Jones will work against Blackhawk. Give it off to Linhart. Tyler wants to drive, goes around and slam dunk! Linhart with the jam as he got away from Harding.
Fires up the crowd and the team. Great job.
So here's Blackhawk back up into the front court. Cross-court pass to Gillespie. Back down low to Harding. Shoots over Linhart and gets the 2 points back. Harding now with 7. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. In fact, it's down to 45 seconds. As Drew Jones backs the ball back out. 5-point lead for the Indians. As it comes to Knapp. Knapp gives it to Lords. Lords wants to drive, gets into the paint, gets bumped there, tries to hand it to Knapp. He has to chase it down out here near the timeline. And Preston wants a timeout with 28 seconds left in the quarter. 37-32. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Preston will have the ball after the timeout. Try to set up a play here with 28 seconds left. They get Hobbs back on the floor. Hamlin comes back out too to get the 3-point shooters on the floor to end the quarter.
Yeah, Hobbs, Hamlin, and Jones, 3 good shooters and ball handlers.
As Jones walks in and steps in front of of Pantea, then just starts walking backwards to walk him out and try to give Preston some room to operate as Knapp holding, gets it into Linhart just to beat the 5 count rather, as it comes to Hobbs. Clock runs down to 22 seconds left in the quarter. Pantea comes way out near the timeline to guard Hobbs. As Hobbs looks down the left side, nothing there. Clock down to 14. Now 13, and again, Jones wants another timeout. So now down to 12 in the quarter. And again, Jones takes a timeout, and again, we'll take it as well. We'll be right back right after this.
KACH.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, let's see what the Indians draw up this time. 12 seconds left. Go ahead.
Not sure why they're taking out the ball on the opposite side of the court, but they are.
So Jones will bring it in right in front of the student section. They cross, they get it into Hobbs in the backcourt. 10 seconds on the clock. Hobbs into the front court. Has tried to get it to Jones. Instead it goes to Linhart. Turnaround jumper is short. Harwell has it, lets it go from three-quarter court, no good. And Preston led by 5 at halftime. They lead by 5 as we head to the fourth. 37-32, fourth quarter, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, coming up next.
KACH.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston will have the ball to start the fourth quarter with a 5-point lead. Only real player in foul trouble is Bruin Fleischman for Century. He has 3. Nobody else in the game on either team has that many fouls.
The Indians will inbounds here. Same spot they did a minute ago at the end of the quarter.
So here we go, 8 minutes to play. As the Indians get it into the backcourt, it comes to Roberts. Roberts back up into the front court as Linhart stays on the floor. Whoops, Hobbs had to kind of hit a bad spot, wild spot on the floor, and the ball just kind of took off and went out of bounds.
Yeah.
I'm about to say Linhart stays on the floor for Larson. Other than that, it's the starting 5 for the Indians. Harwell down low, comes to Lee, back outside. Pantea, his jumper's no good. Gets his own rebound down low. Tries to go back up. Knapp able to cut him off, keep him from going back up, and they have to get it back outside and set up the offense. Back to Harwell. That's not the shot they wanted him to take, but he misses it as it comes off to Roberts. Roberts up into the front court in a hurry. Goes by Harwell. Give it off to Linhart. 12-foot jumper, no good. Roberts gets the rebound. Blocked by Harwell. We try to get it back, and he walked.
Trying to contend with Harwell's size.
Just jump into him. Jump into his chest and take the shot.
Yeah.
You know, everybody thinks they need to go straight up offensively and defensively. They don't have to. Jump into him.
Yeah, get the other player lean a little bit, then jump into him.
Blackhawk up into the front court. Fleischman back to Blackhawk. Swing it to Lee in the left corner. His three-pointer is no good. Tap back out as it comes back to Blackhawk. Get it back down low to Pantea. Now
That's
the
an
Fleischman
offensive
runs
foul.
over a man. Offensive foul. That's 4.
Obvious. Fleischman looks stunned. What are you talking about, Fleischman?
Yeah.
He lowered his shoulder and ran him
Absolutely.
over.
But how many times did we see that in the JV game, too?
Yeah.
As they look simply incredulous, thinking that, this is a football field and you lower your shoulder and run over somebody. So 4 on Fleischman, 4 on Century as a team. Preston has 5. As Hobbs will walk it back up into the front court. Hobbs holds. Lenhart as Nash, or Harding rather, reached in, almost got the ball. As a long shot by Jones is no good. Whoops. Harwell looks like he got hit in the eye, and he'll bring the ball up the floor anyway. Dribbling with one eye closed. That's a feat.
Yeah.
As comes over to Pantea over on the right side. Back to Blackhawk. He'll hold it straight out. Get it inside to Harding. Turns in the paint, and a reach-in foul against, probably going to go against Lenhart. And Harding will go to the free throw line. It is against Lenhart. That's just his second.
Yeah, Harding undersized for a post player, but uses his bulk to create space in there.
The problem is that's 6 fouls now against the Indians. So they're out of fouls. That means free throws at every whistle now for the Diamondbacks. So the first one by Harding is no good.
Yep.
Tonight's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance, offering many options for your insurance coverage needs. Stop in and get your free quote. 85 South State Street for Rounds & Associates Insurance. Second one by Harding. That is good. He's got 8 in the game. Preston's lead now 4, 37-33. As Hobbs up into the front court. Comes around the screen. Double teamed along the baseline. Lenhart along the baseline. That's no good. As Harding has the long rebound.
Yeah, good shot within Lenhart's range, about a 15-footer. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Harwell to Lee over on the right side. Back out top, it comes to Blackhawk. He'll hold there. Pantea now on the angle left. Looks around Jones, goes back in the left corner, back to Jordan Lee. As it comes back to Blackhawk, snap it down low to Harding. Harding goes up strong, missed it, gets his own rebound. Second one no good as well, and Knapp's got that rebound. Good defense inside by Lenhart, really kind of bumping into people and clear out the way as it comes to Hobbs for the layup.
Wow, what a find. Tough catch, tough pass.
Leads back out to 6 again, 39-33. 5:15 to play here in regulation. Harwell holds it. How do you get that far without taking a dribble?
Long legs.
As it comes back to Nash, kick it back outside. Nash has it again. That's no good. And Lenhart has that rebound up high. Student section starting to feel a little bit with less than 5 to go. Ryan Frost, the head coach for Century, feeling it too, as he's looking up at the clock with concern. Shot no good by Lenhart. As Knapp has the rebound down low. That's blocked by Harding and out of bounds to Century.
Wow. Yeah, again, Knapp got him in the air that time, but no foul call on the contact.
The official took a good 5 seconds to decide who was going to get the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it either is or it isn't.
Yeah.
It's not an SAT test. It's not timed.
Now Fleischman back in for Century
with his 4 fouls. As he gets the ball just over the timeline, comes back to Harwell. Pantea now back to Blackhawk. 4.5 to play. 6-point lead for the Indians. 39-33. Back down low. Back to Fleischman, and he's fouled going up. Good pass to get down on the right block for Fleischman. As Brett Larson comes in and hammers him good. As Larson draws his 3rd. So that's the only Indian player right now in foul trouble is Larson. And that's the 17th foul against the Indians. So here's Fleischman at the free throw line. The first one is not close.
Yeah, I go back to my pet theory that Fleischman put on a lot of muscle for football that hurts his touch a little bit on the basketball floor.
Absolutely. He missed them both as Knapp has the rebound. I completely agree with you. In fact, they told me at one point that he put on about 38 pounds over the summer. When Hobbs loses the ball ahead, it comes to Pantea. Left-hand layup is good.
Yeah. A lot of contact. Hobbs loses the ball there.
So 4 minutes to play. 4-point Preston lead. Hobbs back up into the front court. working against Pantea. Comes around the Knapp screen. Gets double teamed, kick it back outside, down low, back to Knapp. Lets a couple of players fly by and puts it in. Brecker's got a dozen. 6-point lead again for Preston. Blackhawk up into the front court. We'll give it back to Pantea. Stops at the free throw line. Back to Fleischman. Slam dunk. His first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, impressive for your first two, but just two.
That's all he had against Preston in their first meeting as well. 41-37, 3:20 to play. Hobbs driving and draws the foul. And the foul's going to go against Pantea, who can't believe it.
Hobbs did a good job of driving into the defender once he got him leaning.
That's 3 on Pantea now as well. And that's 5 now on the Century Diamondbacks. And Cam Hobbs will go to the free throw line. Hobbs, 1 out of 2 so far tonight, makes that one. That gives him 4 points in the game.
I had him 2 out of 4 coming in from the free throw line.
Okay.
I think that's his fifth attempt. Oh, misses the second.
And he missed the second. And up high, Fleischman with the rebound. 5-point Indian lead. He gives it to Harwell. He'll elevate from just inside the arc. No good. In fact, it was an air ball. It was short. Knapp with the rebound. Presses back up into the front court. Gives it back to Hobbs with 3 minutes to play. 42-37. Preston on top. Looking for their first conference win of the year and trying to beat Century. As it comes to Hobbs on the right side. He'll bring it back out top. Larson tries to back in on Fleischman. And now Jones calls a different play from the bench. They give it to Drew Jones on the angle left. Back over on the left side, it stays with Hobbs. Look down low, can't go there as Hobbs wants to drive. Back outside Jones. Jones gets it back to Hobbs again, back at the top of the key. Letting the clock run, down to 2:25 to play. As they come back to Hobbs again in the corner. As
a lot of contact from Pantea.
Comes back out top to Jones. They want to make Century start fouling.
Yep.
2:10 to play. Preston with a 5-point lead. Jones has it in the left corner. Holds there as Jordan Lee is there as he gets collapsed on. Jones to the basket. No good. Harwell with the rebound. Good shot. Just wouldn't go down.
Yep.
Under 2 minutes to play. Harwell up into the front court. He'll hold on to it there. Gives it to Lee on the angle right. Looking down low. Goes in the corner to Pantea. He'll hold there. As Lee moves back down low, comes back to Fleischman. He'll go to the hoop and lay it in. And timeout called by Century. Fleischman's got 4. It's a 3-point lead, 42-39, 1:38 to play. Full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll be right back right after these words from Webb Funeral Home.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value, as they make fresh sushi daily now in the store. Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. Give you a reset here, 1:38 to play. Preston leads by 3, 42-39. Preston with 17 fouls, so that puts Century into the bonus. However, Century will also put Preston into the bonus with the next foul they commit.
Or they've got 5 on the board. Do you have them with 6?
I lost track. I don't have them with team fouls.
So the Indians will have the ball.
They still have a foul to give, don't they?
Okay, yeah. So Indians have to go 94 feet here with the ball.
Backcourt pressure here by Century as Preston gets it in. Roberts in the backcourt gives it back to Hobbs. Hobbs comes to Jones. Jones back to Hobbs. You got to get it over. Finally, they do. as Harwell way out near the timeline to try to interrupt the defense. As Roberts to the hoop and gets the layup. What a play in traffic. Lead back out to 5, 1:10 to play. As Pantea has in the corner, Harwell for 3, no good. Harding's hit, Fleischman rather, goes back up, no good. A held ball will stay with Century. So
now,
go ahead.
Now it looks like we just have a substitution here. I'm not sure what the stoppage in play is. Timeout?
Okay. I got a timeout now. So a timeout on the floor. Preston leads by 5, 1:06 to play. It's a full timeout, and we'll take it again. We'll be right back right after this.
KACA.
One of the best changes brought on by the COVID situation is the way we buy new vehicles. At West Motors in Preston and North Logan, they have become experts in these new buying practices. They invite you to build your own vehicle. Because of part shortages, vehicle manufacturers are building pre-sold vehicles first instead of trying to refill the nation's car lots. So now people build the vehicle that is exactly what they want. What color is it? What size engine? What accessories will you include? Stop by West Motors in Preston or North Logan today and let them help you build your own vehicle. Don't settle for the best car on the lot. Build your own vehicle at
West Motor Company.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So 1:06 to play. Preston leads by 5. The timeout called by Century. As
see, it'll be Century's ball based on a held ball. So Preston will have the next possession arrow. Lord's in.
Preston actually goes small as Lords is going to come back in and play the center again with Larson and Linhart both sitting on the bench.
Yeah, Lord's one of our best defenders. They put him out here for this sequence.
Leeds bringing it in from underneath the basket. It comes to Fleischman.
Good job, Drew.
Jones ties him up, loses the ball. It comes to
and now Fleischman's
to Harwell.
Jones on the floor.
As we got a blocking foul here against Lords. That'll be free throws for Harwell. 2 on Tate, 8 on the team.
I'm not sure that's a foul we really wanted 40 feet away from the basket.
No, but, they're laying on the ball.
Yeah.
So Harwell can, if he makes both free throws, he can make it a one-possession game. Student section bringing up the volume, and the free throw is good. Harwell makes the first. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. Second one is no good. It stays a 4-point lead for the Indians.
Oh, threw it away.
And they throw it away as they throw it to Jones at the bench.
Yeah. Not sure what Roberts was seeing there, but
Jones was trying to tell him, bring it up the floor. Don't throw it up the floor. 44-40, 52 seconds left. They're looking for one person to take the shot, and that's got to be Harwell. Swing it over to Fleischman. Now back out top, back to Pantea. And that's a kick on Jones. It's going to stay with Century as the ball goes out of bounds with 41 seconds left.
Oh, turn on the video, I'm saying.
Whoever said that, I apologize. And once again, timeout, just as we get the video back on. It'll be another full timeout charged against Century. 41 seconds left, Preston up by 4. We're going to take a timeout, and I promise I'll turn the video back on when we come back.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH.
Just to keep my promise, there's the video back on.
We're back.
So, Ryan Frost, the head coach for the Diamondbacks, trying to draw something up. His team trails by 4. It's a 2-possession game with 41 seconds left.
Yeah, ironically, Preston with 44, that's the score Century had to win at their gym. So we're right back to a very similar score after a 29-point first half for the Indians. Harwell will trigger it in from out of bounds here.
Right in front of his team's bench. Comes in the left corner as it comes into Lee. Lee hands it off to Pantea. Pantea wants to drive baseline. He's double teamed. Back outside to Lee for a three. No good. Punched around. Jones has the rebound and a foul in the backcourt.
That's probably just 6, though, according to the board anyways. 6 fouls, that is.
Foul goes on Pantea. That's his 4th. 16 fouls against the Diamondbacks. So they still have one more foul to give before Preston will shoot free throws.
Yeah, I expect they'll foul pretty quickly. Century setting up press and Preston setting up press breaker.
Nash Harding coming off. They're trying to keep Jones from getting in a position where he can receive the ball as Blackhawk standing right in front of him.
Blackhawk
as
all
they now
over
switch,
Jones.
They give it to Jones in the backcourt. Jones now working against Pantea. 26 seconds left. In the front court it comes to Hobbs. Hobbs holds, gives it back to Jones. 20 seconds to play, and they have to foul.
So Jones will go to the line, one of our best free throw shooters.
That's against Pantea, and that's 5.
So Pantea, who really hurt us from the three-point line in the game up there, ends with just 4 points, according to what they have on the board for him.
In fact, that first meeting, Pantea had 11 points against Preston. So here's Jones, as you mentioned, one of the best free throw shooters on the team, a 72%er. It's already a 2-possession game, and Jones can't do any better than that as he makes the first.
His first trip to the line tonight, pressure free throw, great make.
Gives him 10. Extends the lead to 5. And make it 6 as he makes them both. Clock runs, 17 seconds to play. Preston leads by 6. Fleischman for a 3. No. High arching rebound goes out of bounds. Goes to Preston.
Preston now, if they can just inbounds cleanly, they should have a good chance to close this one out here.
8 seconds to play. They don't have to get the ball across the midcourt stripe as it comes into Hobbs. Hobbs gives it back to Roberts. Roberts dribbles up toward the timeline. Give it to Knapp with 2, with 1. It's over. Preston wins it.
Are they going to let him shoot? What are they doing?
What do we got? They stop. Hold on. There's 0.6 seconds left on the clock. And it's going to be 1-1 for Knapp as the foul goes against Harwell. Believe it or not, that's Harwell's first foul in the game.
Wow.
As Knapp misses the front end of the 1-1, and the game's over as Harwell lets it fly. And the final score here tonight, Preston wins it 46-40. They win their first game in conference. They go to 13-6. That snaps a winning streak for the Century Diamondbacks, as they are now 14-3, and that's their first loss in conference. But Century's still going to be the number 1 seed in the district tournament.
I still think it's a really big win for this Preston team. Again, show you can win, build some momentum. Great win tonight.
With the win for Preston, they have now won 12 of the last 14 meetings against Century, no matter who they put out on the floor.
Very impressive record there.
46-40 the final. Preston wins it. Stay tuned. The postgame show is next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care, when you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, we have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle, They'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming right up.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. So the final score here tonight, Preston able to win it 46-40.
Yeah, it'd be the mic.
As for the Indians, they came out, they were able to keep the pressure on, and at times, Century seemed to wilt under the pressure. When they had to have baskets, they couldn't get good shots for whatever reason, no matter who it was.
Yeah, and some shots that fell for Century didn't fall for them tonight. You know, on the other hand, Preston missed a lot of layups and in-close shots too. Preston certainly could have put more points on the board. But hey, you know, you come out with a win, and a huge win, I think, momentum-wise for this Indian team. And they fought hard to secure this victory tonight. It did not come easy.
You know, you've showed the Diamondbacks you can play with them. You lost by 2 up there. You beat them by 6 here. You know, it's you have to be wondering what Century's thinking. They're almost like now they have to play their cards to hoping Pocatello will win, because that seems to be a team they can handle without any problem.
Yeah, they seem to have Pocatello's number in those first couple of games they played him this year. They're probably glad that we'd be matched up with Pokey in the first round of that district tournament. And that's the way it'll go. Even though we have games next week, they're out of district, and so we already know how that district seeding will go. But, yeah, great win for the Indians tonight. Again, just confidence boost. Now you've won 2 in a row. You get a chance to build a little momentum here going into the district tournament.
Yeah, this game tonight was actually the last game of the district schedule. For any team. Century had already gone 2-0 over Pocatello. So, you know, an interesting game. Okay, Century tried to come out and flex their muscles early. I thought Preston did a good job sustaining that pressure and then absorbed it in the second half and kind of delivered some of their own.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Century came out and, you know, they were throwing their bodies around, being physical as we knew they would. And that, I think, impacted our shots around the rim a little bit. We heard footsteps a couple times, you know, but overall showed great poise, didn't lose our cool and start pushing and shoving and getting technical fouls. And so, you know, we were able to stay in the game that way and build a lead that we maintained really from the second quarter on.
You know, for the first time this year, when Preston got the ball down low, no matter who it wasn't 9 or 10 head fakes. It was faked once and then go up strong. And it paid off. Yes, they missed a lot of shots, but at least they got shots they weren't getting before.
Yeah, and I thought it was impressive. You know, I know Linhart got probably his first dunk of the year as far as I know. Yeah. And that's just good aggression and going hard to the rim, make them foul. You put pressure on the referee to make a call. And especially at home, you may get a little more than your normal calls on those. So you want to do that at home for sure.
So Preston came out, shot well early. Jones kind of carried the outside pressure on throughout the game. He had finished the game with 3 threes and really kind of, again, had to bring Harwell out away from the basket to put pressure on Jones.
Yeah, in that first matchup at Century, Harwell guarded Jones one-on-one most of the time. Tonight they switched off some other guys, but Jones hit, like I said, those 3 threes, and then he hit those 2 huge free throws in the last 60 seconds or 45 seconds of the game to really ice the game. And so great job by Drew doing that tonight.
So Preston wins it. Final score here tonight, 46-40. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stats from this victory coming up right after this.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's take a look and see how the scoring broke down here in this Indian victory here tonight. 46-40 over the Century Diamondbacks, and the scoreboard brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you from home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual. Stop by and see them at 153 North State Street in Preston. For the Diamondbacks, Zach Gillespie finished the game with 3 points. Isaiah Harwell had 15, had a pair of threes, and was pretty good from the free throw line as well to lead the Diamondbacks in scoring. Elias Blackhawk had 3. He was held scoreless in the second half. Jordan Lee also didn't score in the second half. He had 2. Bruin Fleischman finished the game with 4. Nash Harding had 8. And Luke Pantea, before fouling out, had 4 points in the game. Century was 7 of 13 from the free throw line. They had 3 threes in the first half and did not make one in the second half at all. So they finished the game with 3 threes.
Yeah, great defense there by Preston. For the Indians as a team, Dan, the Indians go 15 out of 41 on 2-point field goals, 3 for 14 on threes, and 7 for 12 from the free throw line. Looking at individual scoring, Cam Hobbs, 5 points. He goes 1 for 7 on twos, 0 for 2 on threes, and 3 for 6 from the line. Drew Jones, those 13 points. He goes 1 for 5 on twos, 3 for 7 on threes, and 2 for 2 from the line. No bigger shots than those last free throws. Steve Roberts had 6 points. He had a driving layup in the last minute or so that was key. He goes 3 for 5 from the field, 0 for 2 on threes, 0 for 1 from the line. Brecker Knapp with 10. He goes 4 for 9 on twos, 2 for 3 from the line. And Rhett Larson with 2 on 1 for 1. Tyler Lindhart came in off the bench and provided 10 points on 5 out of 12 shooting from the field. Cade Lords played and did not score. He missed a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer. Will Hamblin played and did not score. He missed 2 threes. And overall, the Indians led 29-24 at half, 37-32 at the end of 3, and they finished 46-40 over the Century Diamondbacks.
As we're joined by head coach Tyler Jones, who makes his way out of the locker room. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was a fun one tonight. Great atmosphere, great crowd, and we needed them, and they helped us pull through.
You know, we talked about their physicality, the last couple of times that you and I had sat down and chatted. But even tonight was kind of over and above what I would think you may have expected.
Yeah, no, that's what they do. They got some great athletes. They're big, strong kids, and they get after you, and they can really intimidate you. And I thought tonight we matched that, though. I thought our kids battled and played just as physical, and we won the rebound battle by 10 or 11 rebounds is what they said on our stats. So if we can match that, that's huge, just because it just gives you so many more opportunities. And when you're going against a team like that, you have to match that, or it's such an advantage. And tonight we did.
You missed several layups and shots inside, down low, but you know what? You got more to go in normally than what has been happening all year.
Yeah, no, I thought we did a good job of attacking the basket. Our bigs did a good job of getting him in the air, and then we finished some. We left a few out there. Obviously, we got to make those easy ones, but I liked our kids being aggressive and going down there and playing physical.
Yeah, and I thought you did a good job on Harwell tonight. I mean, he got some points, but they didn't come that easy. I know he got a couple dunks, but still, I think he was a little off his game, and I attribute that to some of the good defense played on him.
Yeah, I thought for the most part, he's a great player. He's going to get a few, but we tried to limit, the easy looks, and always had a guy in his area, try to make it tough on him. And I thought our defense was really good tonight at times, and it's something that you get into the postseason, district tournament, that's where you hang your hat on. You got to get stops. You got to be solid on that end, and tonight I thought we did a great job on defense.
Full court pressure was outstanding again. It only kept them off balance in the first half.
Yeah, if you can slow them down and not let him get in that rhythm, especially where they have, he likes to get out and run, and I thought that was key also.
Yeah, maybe talk about the building momentum in this game, Coach. I thought this was a key. You win at Highland. You got a big lead, and then Highland came back, but you closed that out and won. And then you come in here tonight against the number one seed in the district, one of the best teams in the state, and get a really hard-fought win. To me, it seems like a big win in terms of building confidence and momentum.
Huge. And in the last two games, go down to the wire. We've had a few of those games in our little losing streak where it was right down the wire and we didn't make those plays. And tonight the other night we hit our free throws, we got stops, and I thought we grew up a little bit tonight, and like you said, momentum is a huge thing this time of year, and it's great to kind of get back some of that momentum, and hopefully we can continue that next week. It's going to be a fun and wild district tournament coming up.
You kept them from really establishing pressure, especially in the second half. Yeah, they outscored you by 3 at the second half, but you really kept the ball moving to where they couldn't lock you down and really make you work against their solid defense.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job of trying to get our angles and getting switches and attacking the basket, and that's the big thing. You got to be aggressive. We always talk about being the aggressor, and I thought tonight we were aggressive. We were able to get to the basket, or got the ball inside to Brecker, and they made some good plays.
Going ahead, looking down the stretch a little bit, health-wise, everybody seemed to be doing okay here?
Yeah, Will rolled his ankle again about a week ago, but he's getting back to full strength. And our bench, each night we got to have guys step up, and I thought Cade at Highland really did a great job defensively, and tonight Tyler gave us some good energy. We need that. Everybody, it takes everybody, and we're going to need everybody down the stretch.
So can you exhale now? You got 4 or 5 days before we have to go to Blackfoot.
Yeah, so we'll be up there. It got changed from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Right.
So it'll be a Tuesday night game. And then Friday we go out to Burley, and then we'll start the district tournament. So that momentum is big. We need to keep that going. 2 more road games. But hopefully, we'll get to play here again this year, and great environment again. Want to thank our community for coming out. And this is, I say it all the time, but this is a great place to play and great environment.
Absolutely. So thanks. We congratulate you again. That's a heck of a game for you guys, and congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Tyler Jones with us here. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and we'll have the player of the game right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Well, welcome back here once again. Preston wins it by 6, 46-40. Time for our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game. Lyle, who do you want?
Tonight, Dan, I think we'll go with Brecker Knapp. He had those 10 points that were big, but also I've got him for at least 11 rebounds. He probably had more than that. He really helped control that interior. He also had some nice passes. I've got him for 2 steals and at least 1 assist. Good all-around game. I thought one of his best all-around games of the year. So we'll go with Brecker Knapp tonight.
Brecker Knapp, our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game. Remember, call Ralph's Construction to find out about a home to be built for you in Phase 3 of the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. Before they turn the lights out on us, get a final thought from you.
Yeah, great game tonight. Again, great crowd, good energy. Really appreciated how the Indians fought through adversity and came through and really came out with a nice win that helped build momentum going forward. And, hopefully we'll get a play Century again. We'll play Pokey in the first round of the district tournament, but hopefully we'll get to see Century again before the year's over.
So that'll wrap it up for this evening. I want to thank you for all your great work again all year.
Great to be with you.
I'm sure we'll talk again very soon as the Indians will continue on into the postseason. That'll wrap up our coverage from here at Preston Gym here tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. For Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard reminding you of the final score. Preston wins it by the final score of 46-40. From Preston Gym, good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.